And I appreciate that.
For me as a man, Willie, since a kid, I felt like I've always had it all. So when it came to this entertainment stuff, this industry stuff, I've been DJing since I was 10 years old, traveling the world, right? I've seen some amazing things because of two turntables. But at the same time, outsiders looking in, all they see is the high points. They don't realize, okay, yeah, he just was in Dubai. But then I came from Dubai and I was on a construction site at 6 a.m. Monday. In Dubai on the weekend, on a construction site, Monday in the weekend, you feel what I'm saying? So between that and then traveling and touring and doing all this stuff, I've seen some amazing things. So I've been blessed to see exactly what God has for me, to humble me enough to know that I don't care what anybody else thinks because what's for me is already written. So whatever you think, whatever you want to say, it didn't matter. That's what made it so easy when it came to this situation, as far as people, on top of the game, radio show worldwide. Yeah. I'm like, I didn't care what nobody thought.
But his family didn't like me. And
why?
My folks didn't like him. And you need to know that we've been through some things, okay? This is 19 years. We've been through some things.
Did they like the other girl?
His family, initially, mind you.
They didn't like her either?
No, but here's the thing, right? When there's a child involved, you're always going to have, even if you don't really care for the other person, there's going to be some level of allegiance to the other person because that's where your grandbaby is or that's where your grandniece is, right? And who is this woman? We don't know how long she's going to be around, so I'm sticking over here type of thing. But also, we came from, and it's funny, he says this, he says his family was good times and mine was the Cosbys. If that makes sense. Does that make sense?
We were Timberlands and they were penny loafers.
And that's not true, okay? But he says that all the time. We did come from a different lifestyle, all right? And so when I'll never forget, he took me to his family reunion. Mind you, he told me, we're going on a date. I just want you to meet a few of my family members.
It was a regular barbecue, actually.
We show up to Eisenhower Park in Long Island, and the entire park was his family.
For the most part,
his mom's one of 13. She was one of 11. Jeez. She was one. Everybody had like 11, 12 kids.
Yeah.
And that is where I meet the family. So I was like the topic of conversation. This old yellow girl over here.
Oh, no, they know that.
I'm playing. They know I can laugh with them now. Me and his mom are like this now. Me and his aunties are like this. But it obviously took some work. My friends didn't know if they could trust him and didn't know, like, all right, he just picked you up in a van with a taped up door and you had to get in on the driver's side and slide over, right? This is true. This is not made up. This is true. So,
and you on billboards in New York.
Not just on billboards, like I am a wealth educator. And the man that I'm talking to them about comes to pick me up, and I'm not ashamed at all because I see the man. I don't care what he's driving. I've been in every car. I've owned every car that you could say I should be riding in. That it has never filled my cup. So he comes to pick me up, and my girlfriend's like, and then the word is he's using her then, right? The word is he's using you and he's trying to drain you. It's just because who you are. So we have dealt with this noise on both sides. Those very same people now, very same people are like, you got so lucky, Egypt. How'd you find a man like Mike? Like you worked with him and he worked with you and y'all built together and like they don't make them like Mike. Those very same people, right?
You just smile at him at the cookout. How you doing? God bless you. Side eye.
As he drives in his many vehicles.
It's like,
giving out hugs.
And then it's the folks who, obviously gave me a hard way to go early on, eventually got to see me for who I am. Because when you consistently show up, forget what people think you are. When you show them who you are and you're consistent and you're there no matter what problem y'all got with me, I ain't leaving. Y'all not running me off. Then they have no choice but to fall in love with you.
I want to go back to...
So, 5-minute shot. What did you think of that? Real quick, my question to you, and I want you to hurry up and leave a comment. Anybody under the sound of my voice, make sure that you leave a comment. Can you stick with a man if your family and friends don't approve of him? Leave it in the comments. Can you stay with your man in the early stages of your relationship? Can you stay with him if your family and friends don't necessarily approve of him? Or vice versa, fellas, can you stay with a woman that your friends and family don't approve of? Leave it in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you would like to see the entire episode, I left the link right here in the description. Thank you. Flat out.
Love you more, love you more, love you